Free.
Let's go.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Check, check, check.
Trying to punch it across with Bush. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Johnson. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Protein spill.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
Buzz.
To throw on 3rd down. Bean. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the run, it's Bush. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Lions nothing.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
10-2 stop. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's make these get it.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. Yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Head up, 18, Gator.
Let's go, defense.
Hit it.
They'll run on first down. Bush. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw from his end zone. Bean under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready?
Come on, boy, 51. Hey,
80 weapon.
pick it up, G. Check three.
Keep grip.
They give to Bush going right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Shoot.
On first down, they stick with Bush. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Ready,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go.
Here's Manning to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Manning's pass complete to number 88. Touchdown, New Orleans.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30.
Is good. Makes the score Saints 30. Lions nothing. Greg Joseph set to
Joseph now to kick this one away.
The Lions take over.
Good one, boys. Let's go.
At their
Let's
own
go.
25-yard line.
Got it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Shit!
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 5.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Phillip Lindsey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. And they will take a knee here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it with Bush. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Hey, wahoo! Look, squeeze.
Hey, check 24.
Hit it.
On first down, Manning. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Exit.
Here I come again.
Hey, go, Mike 40. We ain't giving up. Yo, now.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Bush. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll try again down here with Bush. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
37, Lions 6.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Topper! And ready!
To throw on 2nd down. Street. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 1st down, it's Bush. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Not today, you are. Not today. Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
It's 40.
Stay with your man.
40's the Mike. Squeeze.
Working from the gun, Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to pour it on. Joseph on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Saints 44, Lions 6.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Let's go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. As is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. 48 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They're going with Lindsey, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time we have to leave the booth. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win, because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike 40, Mike 40. I got one.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
You got nothing. Quick the edge. Come. Check three. Kill.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Every day, any day.
Hey, Delta.
47's the mic.
Now.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
At the 45-yard line.
This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10.
Big Ed. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Big dribble.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
it certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Come on now, let's go.
Saints.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
It's been a long day.
Ready.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 40, check, he's coming.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the curl. Hey, 40's Mike, right there.
5.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
40's the Mike. Squeeze.
Go.
Man. Mike 40. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 40's the Mike.
Head up.
On 3rd down, Manning. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Come to my world. We want it.
22 jet bomber.
3, alert 3. 36.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Bush. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
Go now.
Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll go again with Bush. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's just me and you. Check 31. He's crazy.
1st and goal, Bush. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Down. 30 base.
Yeah. You don't want none. Check safety.
61. Match box. Lead grip.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
they
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Kill, kill, kill.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Ready, ready.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Street. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks.
Check 37.
Here we go with Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey,
Topper, topper. Hey, Echo.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Leo.
We own them. Check it out.
Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go, set. 10 Lobo.
40's Mike. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Hit it.
From the gun, Street, and that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
40's the Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Come, baby.
On fourth down, Street. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bush, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
7, blue draw Corker. Shoot.
From the gun, it's Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A big offensive explosion.